My name is Darien Lucero Camarillo. I'm a Mexican attorney and I have over 3 years of professional experience working as an immigration paralegal. I'm also in the last year of my master's in public administration. So I have the questions right here in front of me. I think I'm really bad at making the videos, to be honest. So I'm just gonna go ahead back and forth like if it was a face-to-face interview. I hope that's okay with you. So the first part, I think that was a little bit of an introduction and background on my part. And then to answer the second part of the first question is why am I interested in working with a US based law firm and the business owners part and the high net worth clients. So I've always throughout my whole professional career it's been with US based law firms. I lived in New York for 3 years and I worked in person in office at two different law firms. So I like the way law firms in the United States work. They're different to what we have here in Mexico. The system, the values as well. So I really appreciate working with US based law firms. The part of the business owners and the high net worth clients. It's a personal decision. It's a shift in my career. I would like to stop working in immigration, and the reason being is that right now I'm in a position where I can help my clients. I feel like the government agenda is to remove as many people as possible in the least amount of time. So the workload, the rules, everything changes day by day, and I don't think it's fair on my part to keep trying to help people knowing that there's really not a solution for their problems. So that's the main reason. Second part, the email scenario. I feel like I get that almost every day, to be honest, and um, and I get it. To be honest, I get it. Especially, I feel like attorneys have this reputation of taking clients' money and running away with it. Especially immigration attorneys within the Latino community. I feel like most of those clients don't trust the office. Um, and I always ask them why. Whenever they tell me something, I ask them why. And I'm always professional about it. I'm not defensive and I also am not defiant towards them. I just ask them why you don't trust us or why do you think you feel like that. And the main reason is usually because they don't know what's going on. That's the reason. It's all behind curtains. They don't know what's going on with their case. So that's simple. I just explain to them what's going on, what we have accomplished, what we have in mind to accomplish, and at what part of the process we are. It's also good to give them like a follow update. Like I usually tell clients, I'm really honest with clients. If I haven't looked at a case, I will let them know, and I would explain a reason why, and I will also explain a solution of how things can get filed in time. And I feel clients appreciate that, and that's my policy all the time. It's always being honest. I don't like to lie to clients and tell them, give them high expectations of their case or times to file, and then not make it happen. I don't feel that's okay with clients, and I don't think it's respectful towards me. So always be professional and explain to them what's happening with your case. Um, so a time where like attention to detail. Okay, that's similar. I think that's also like day to day thing in my line of work. But one that I really remember and that I still pat myself on the back about it is this. We had this client. She was doing stitch with the family court, and she was signing an affidavit. She had signed one before that we had already submitted to the court, and she had signed it. I saw the application once. I skimmed through the application. I saw the affidavit. I saw her signature. And then later on, when she was signing another affidavit at the office, I was present at the moment, and I saw that I noticed that the signature was different. I caught that right away. I asked her why. So she was a teenager. So it's maybe those years where you're not sure about your signature. I guess that's what happened with her. So we just had her change her signature on the new affidavit that she was signing. But if that would have gone to court, that would have been a real issue, because then if the judge notices or anyone in court notices, then it's going to create credibility issues, and that's really bad for a client. You don't want that to happen, especially over something so minor. So attention to detail. That's think that's something that I always have present in my line of work. Then tasks with incomplete instructions. I feel like that's also something that happens, especially nowadays with the court system changing all the time. We don't know how to do certain stuff, so we're just on the way. We're trying to figure it out. But there's always a logic to the madness, I feel like. And that logic for me is just looking behind, see if there was something that was filed prior to that or a similar case, and just start working on it. I don't want to waste time. I don't want to, just sit there and not start working on something that might be urgent. So I always take the initiative and start working on, even if I'm not completely sure of what needs to be done. There are things that are common in all of the cases, so I can start working on that. And I also think of a solution or a way to do it, and then I would approach my supervisor whenever they're available. They will just give me feedback, and I'll start working on whatever task is assigned according to the plan that my supervisor gave. Or if he approved my plan, I would just go by what I had in mind. Then, uh, point number 5. I really believe that that's been a core value of mine, not only as a professional but in my personal life. And that's always like, I remember I have this particular scenario about me fishing with my grandpa, and I would just wouldn't be able to cast, and I would get frustrated, and he would tell me like, "Do you know who's the one that does it? Like really good? Do you know who's the one that's really good at it? The one that does it every single day." And that stick to my mind. And here in my professional setting, I always try to follow by that. I've been working over 3 years in immigration, and I still have the same checklist to to follow when filing something to the court, just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. I think consistency is also one of the high targets that we need to aim for in any legal field. Just consistency, being consistent in whatever you file, whatever you do. That brings great results, and it guides you towards having like a reputation. And then the long term fit. I I feel like my skill set and also my personality make me ideal for a long term fit in this position. And I'm a very logical person, and but I'm also good connecting with people. So I feel like that's something that that makes me um, like suitable for a long term position. And also, I believe like communication is one of the greatest things we have as humans. And I'm looking for a career change, and I'm looking for a long term position. And I assume you're also looking for a long term employee. And if we can talk and if we can discuss the terms of us coming to a long relationship, I think that's what it is. It's just communication and me being the right fit with the skill set and the personality. Thank you so much for your time.